chickens. Where you at?
Huge shout out to all of the Adventurers Guild members here on YouTube and all of the supporters from Patreon for their dedicated support of keeping this channel always on the rise.
Chickens. Where you at?
Huge shout out to all of the Adventurers Guild members here on YouTube and all of the supporters from Patreon for their dedicated support of keeping this channel always on the rise.
Where you at?
Huge shout out to all of the Adventurers Guild members here on YouTube. I'm almost ready. I have cats. I present Frodo. I got Lucas and Frodo in the room today at the same time. Leia was in here, but she was wanting to play and jumping all over the map, and we can't have that, so Lucas came in here and he wants to sleep, but Frodo is being a little hyper, so we'll see what happens. We'll see if Lucas can get Frodo to calm down. Had to change the cat sheet this morning. What's up, everybody? Good morning. Hope you're having a good day so far. Everything gonna be okay over there, Luke? You got it under control? Watching your little brother? Luke got himself a salamander this morning and proceeded to play with it for about 45 minutes before he finally ate it. But they came in a little bit ago. Leia was in here for a few minutes, but since she decided to try to destroy the map, I had to put her back out. Alright. We are about to get going with some Warcraft this morning. Gonna do some more leveling. With my mage. We are in Teneris now. If you watched the main multi-stream group last night, we did the Razorfin Downs group with myself, Nathan Napalm, Sparoh, Maduric, and Idhradlor. It was not a paladin quest, as Nathan had thought, but we still went and ran it anyway. It was a good night. But next week we're going to be getting working towards Uldaman. I would actually suggest that we do the Uldaman quests offline because there's just a ton of them. But they could be done online. Oh, there's Mad Nat. I think he's already online. I just hadn't seen him yet. Nope, never mind. That's me. Where are we? What are we doing? We're gonna get going this morning. Do some leveling. Published my first ever Pantheon video this morning. Oh look, there we go. More spammers on my. We're gonna report them. I did my first Pantheon video this morning, and I did a my Dungeons and Dragons trailer reaction. What's up, Trips? Trips says, I've been thinking about getting back into WoW Classic. Watching you and the gang is making me want to do it more. Well, I'll tell you what. I had never played World of Warcraft before World of Warcraft Classic came out. I did dabble in retail a couple of times, but I was too busy with other games, EverQuest 2 in particular, so I never got to play the vanilla experience. And when Classic dropped like 3 years ago, I think is when it was, I was super excited. I had a lot of fun. I played a Protection Warrior, main tanked for the guild, main tanked the raids, got all the way up to Black Rock something, Black Fathom, whatever. It's the raid content like 6 months into WoW Classic. And when I realized that at that point in time, the only thing left to do was raid rotations, I wasn't in the right frame of mind. I didn't want to be doing raids right then, so I just was like, you know what, I'm gonna go away and I'll come back later on. I was busy with other stuff when the Burning Classic Crusade, when the Burning Classic, that's not how it's said. When the Burning Crusade Classic came out, I was busy with other stuff, so I didn't get involved. My brother was the one who said, "Hey, like this is maybe 2 months ago now. Hey, I'd like to play Warcraft. Wrath of the Lich King is coming out this fall. What do you think about getting a static group together?" And I went, "Hell yeah!" So we went to Nathan and we went to Sparoh and said, "Hey, do you guys want to play?" And they were like, "Yeah, absolutely." And Nathan's like, "I've never done Wrath. My brother's never done Wrath. I've never done Wrath." So a lot of us were like, "We want to do Wrath of the Lich King because it sounds." Everyone has said it's like the best expansion ever for World of Warcraft. And then we got Maduros to join, and he's like, that's his favorite expansion of all time is Wrath of the Lich King. And then people saw that we were putting together this static group, and then we had a bunch of people who were like, "Oh, we want to play Warcraft." Now we've got like almost 100 people in the guild. So if you want to make that jump, Trips, now's the perfect time, especially with the leak that came yesterday, which suggests that the date for Wrath is like at the end of September, which means we've got 2 more months to go to get characters up to level 70 and prepared. So now's the time. Trip said I actually met my wife back in Villanelle. Wow, awesome. Cool. World of Warcraft was the first game that my wife ever tried. We had went and seen the film in theaters. She loves fantasy films, not a gamer. Um, Loved the film, and I told her, I was like, "Hey, this is based on a video game." And she went, "Really?" And I said, "Yeah." She's like the video games that you play? And I said, "Yeah, it's an online game that you play with other people." And she's like, "Well, can I try it?" And I was like, "Can you try it? It's got a free trial." So we went and did the free trial. She enjoyed it, but she was not at a point in time where she could actively play, just with where she was at life-wise, work and everything else. And when Classic launched, she did play with me. She played about 3 weeks on retail, like once or twice a week, and then she played about 6 weeks of WoW Classic. Then nothing for a couple years, and then this last fall she played EverQuest 2 with me for like 2 months, and then she played Lord of the Rings Online with me for about 2 months until we moved. And then Chris has not played since then, just because she's been busy with all of these cats and getting our new home set up and everything else. A movie based on a game based on another game. Too true. Frodo, why don't you sleep, buddy? All your siblings are outside sleeping. Lucas, let him sleep. You came in here to sleep too. You had your breakfast and you went and ate a salamander, which I know you're proud that you caught yourself a big meal. It wasn't a big meal, it was a 4 or 5 inch salamander, but you caught it. Who's a big boy catching salamanders? Yeah, you're a big boy getting ready to go hunt the big lizards like your mama. Look at Luke. Look at Frodo back there. His eyes are literally closing. He just wants to sleep. There he goes. He might fall over here in a minute. If Lucas will let him sleep, he'll see. His siblings are outside. They're all sleeping. But for some reason, he wanted to. I opened up the door to go to the bathroom before I started my stream, and he ran in. Lucas, why don't you let him sleep, buddy? Whatever. They're cats. I'll let them sort it out. All right. We're going to get going. Do some questing here in Tanaris this morning. If this is your first time tuning in, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell icon so you get updates in the future. You can support the channel with a membership or gift memberships to other people. It's $2.99 a month. We got a new video coming out tomorrow for members. I'm going to be reading I think we're reading chapter 3 from Echoes of the Past, because I don't have a Lotro chicken coop build update this week, because we're still pricing lumber and everything else. What's up, Druga? And if you want to go above and beyond those folks who watch this channel regularly, or it's your first time, whatever, that doesn't really matter. If you want to support me as a content creator, you can do super chats and super stickers. If you're not familiar with what those are, down there with the chat button, there's a little box you can click. It has like a dollar sign over it, and it's got some predefined numbers in there, but you can throw whatever you want at the channel. We do per stream goals, $35 per stream. We have a goal for the month, which is $750. We're really close to hitting that for the month, so we've almost hit our monthlies. This is my second month of content creation, so hopefully everybody's been being entertained for the last couple months as I get going as a full-time streamer, content creator. A couple videos already out this morning on the channel. I did my first ever Pantheon video at 7 a.m., and then shortly after that was the D&D trailer reaction videos, so check those out if you haven't already. I know some of you have. And yeah, stick around because I have another Pantheon video coming out later today talking about the investment money. What do we need to do? Tapped dowsing widget. Let's just go do a big circle over here. Caverns of Time? I don't even know what that is. Well, it's nice to have you here while I'm live, Druga. Oh, I need to move this over to the second monitor. Pull this up as well. Come back to the game. Oh, run away. What's up, Brian? Yeah, that D&D trailer looks pretty awesome. Tapped dowsing widget. What are we supposed to do from the corpse of a Veil Screecher? Okay. Ooh, it's not here though. Okay. Looks like we're going over here. I don't know how they're doing it, Brian. I think certain levels of VIP get access to the pre-alpha stuff, but I don't know. Oh, shiznizzle. Not quite sure how all that works. Oh shit, he called other things. Ah! Alright. Didn't realize it was summoning something else. No, you do not summon another creature, you little snippet. Alright. Crinkle said, good morning. Tenaris this morning. Yes, I was actually doing Tenaris with Maduros yesterday. With Madnat, he's sometimes usually around. He may have gotten work duties this morning or something, so. Screecher spirits. Where are those at? Veil Screechers of Feralis. Oh, do I need to go over to Feralis? I totally do need to go over to Feralis. Oh, and I think we got a turn in also for I didn't see that person was dying until too late. What was I saying? I need to go back to Stranglethorn Vale to turn in a quest, I think. Yeah, Booty Bay. I gotta go back to Booty Bay. Well, let's go deliver that so that I can be completely done with stinking Booty Bay. Avoid the swarmers? Yeah, that was... Alright, I'm bound here, so I can just go to... Stormwind. How many more teleport runes do I have? I need to pick up some more runes of teleportation. Yeah, those things are expensive. I think the it sounds to me like the new one they've got coming out, the Black Rock thingy, Black Rose something or other, which is like 750, is like a, you know, a better deal instead of the existing pre-alpha packages. But I would not, I don't expect you to do that, Brian. That's crazy talk. I mean, if you want to do that, that's your call. But that's a lot of money. Like that's $1,500 to get 2 people in. That's a chunk of change. I would not expect. Yeah, that's a lot, man. It'd be more if you bought in the existing VIPs, because then you'd be spending $2,000. Let's just put it this way: I won't spend that much money to get into a pre-alpha for any game. I don't care who they are. The most I might be willing to spend $150, you know, but I just don't. I have no desire to be. If I'm gonna spend $1,000 on something, I'm gonna be an investor, and I want a return on my investment. I'm not gonna just throw money at a. That's a personal decision, though. I just don't. Because I've given like Lord of the Rings Online, I've given them several $1,000s over the years, and I'm happy with that because I've gotten tons and tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of enjoyment out of it. But I would have never pre-ordered for hundreds of dollars, let alone thousands. But I appreciate that sentiment, Brian. And if you decide to do that, please don't do the existing VIPs. Do it on the new pledge they've got coming, which is only 750. Trips asks, what server? Paggle. Paggle? Pagle? I'll put it in. I got the hiccups. I'll type it in chat. Is the Paggle server? It is also an extremely popular server, which means as soon as they do the pre-patch information, there's going to be queues on this server. Alright. Time to head to Booty Bay. Oh, you know what I should do while I'm here? I got something else we need to do. We ought to just do this before we do anything else. Much as I want to get my tailoring up, I'm a few points away from going and doing that first aid quest, so let's just do this. I wished I would have done... I wished I would have done lifetime for Lotro. I was not... Wherever I was at the time, I didn't look at it as the only game. I didn't see it as a game that I was going to play for years and years and years. But the value of spending $250 to get lifetime access, I wished I would have done that. Because, man, I have spent way more than $250 on Lotro over the years between multiple accounts. Well, that sucks, though, about your account getting hacked. And basically, they told you tough luck. Crinkled says Black Rose was 500. Yeah, if you read the newsletter, it says that the new Black Rose is like the old Black Rose, but it's also including... I'd have to go read the newsletter. But it's including pre-alpha access with some other stuff for $750. Which I think is worth it if you're a super passionate fan. Not spending $250 on Lotro is one of my biggest regrets in gaming. Mine too, Gugute. Mine too. I totally regret not doing a lifetime. I also regret it when they had it out for like EverQuest 1 or EverQuest 2. They offered lifetimes at one point in time, and I didn't do it. There's just been times in my life where I wasn't actually gaming. All right, I actually need to pay attention to this. Critically injured, critically badly.
See you around. Hey there. See you later.
Critically, how do I do this? Shit, how do I do this? Where's my bandages? I didn't make enough bandages, did I? Critically. Oh, it didn't count because I wasn't using the triage bandages. Should I just cancel this? Yeah, it didn't count. I may fail this. That sucks. I was using my personal bandages, not... Yep, triage failed. Okay. All right.
Good day to you. Safe
At
travel.
least you can take it right away. Um, hang on, it already tells me that I failed, but yet... Why does it still have them popping? My quest tracker says quest completion failed. But yet it has... I don't understand what's going on here. I definitely failed the first time because I didn't realize that I had to use the triage bandages, so I was using my own. You know, I know the order. The order's not the issue. The issue is that I started off by using my own bandages because I didn't realize they had given me bandages. But the quest trackers tell me that I
Hello.
failed.
How are you? Have a good one.
You must save 15 patients. Yeah, so there we go. So let me just delete this.
You need something?
All right, let me hold up for a minute. I need to breathe and redo this. Let me wait for all of them to despawn. If my stream goes down, I'll be up as quickly as possible. I'm watching my numbers are fluctuating wildly, but it's also 8:30 in the morning, and they tend to my backwoods internet tends to try to cap me at this time of day. First thing in the morning. So if I drop, I'll be back. All right, let's try this
Safe
again.
travels.
Badly injured. Bad. Out of range. Come on. Badly injured. What is this out of range bullshit? I'm standing right here. See it. Okay. Yeah, I don't remember having issues many years ago when I did this, so this has been interesting. Don't screw up my triage, dude. Not out of range. Don't tell me that BS. No, 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 stop. What are you doing? Click to move. You might have just screwed me. No! If I fail this again, I'm going to have to take a break and just, like, do some push-ups. Oh, it says quest completed. Woo! Thought I was going to have to do some cardio and burn off some steam.
What can I do for you? Have a good one.
Alright. First aid artisan. Which means I can now take it. Now the question is, where do I learn heavy mage weave?
See you later.
We'll figure that one out at a different point in time. Okay, whew. Okay. Now I can use the rest of my mage weave for the moment to make some more bolts. Thank you, thank you. A little bit of a panic moment there. I thought it might not happen. Hang on, I'm answering Brian's comment in Discord. You learn it from the same guy in Menethil Harbor. Wait, I'm in Theramore, not Menethil. Do you mean here in Theramore? Or you're mentioning Menethil Harbor?
You need something?
This guy doesn't have anything for me, so. But I do need to go find a bank so that I can stash these mage weave thingies. Just put them over here for now. Alright, I'm just going to look this up. Yeah, I'm in. Yeah, no worries, no worries. I'm going to look this up so I don't get confused. I am a very easily confused person. 225. Heavy mage weave from Dr. Gustav. It says that this dude, he doesn't have a book for me.
How are you?
Maybe I have to beat 240 before he'll even give it to me. Because it says you can get heavy mage weave bandage from Dr. Gustav at. It just says craft mage weave from 226 to 240, then train Heavy Mage Weave from Dr. Gustav, who I'm standing in front of. But he doesn't even offer me anything at the moment, so maybe I have to get to 260. Sorry, maybe I have to get to 240 before he will even give me the option to train Heavy Mage Weave, because he doesn't have anything for me at the moment. Like,
Safe travels.
nothing. So, food for thought. What are we working on next? Oh yeah, Booty Bay. We're going to Booty Bay. Which means we're back to Stormwind. When you have the appropriate skill. Alright, Goody says, yeah, when you have appropriate skill, it'll unlock. Crinkle says 240 for Heavy Mage, 260 for Rune, 290 for Heavy Rune. Copy that. Stupid chat! Screwing things up. All right. Now I can fly down to Stranglethorn and turn this in. Alright, Maduros. This better be the last turn-in I ever have to do in Stranglethorn. I never want to go see that frackin' jungle ever again. For the Alliance. All right. Where are we headed? We are headed down south. Stranglethorn Vale. Man. Arg! I probably need to do some push-ups and squats while I'm in flight. I'll be right back. At least those two cats fell asleep finally. A squat a day keeps the doctor away. Excuse me. Well, I try to do more than one. I don't do as many as I should, I'll tell you that much.
Hey there.
But we're not running anymore, so
Have a good one.
it's too damn hot to run where we live now. It's fine in the city, because Mexico City is very nice climate, but here it's like 95 degrees every day with 75 to 85% humidity. That is not fun for running. I need to go back to... Go to Feralis, I suppose. We could do that quest. I asked my doctor about doing that last year. We're in a different place now, so I'm going to have a different doctor. But my doctor in the city, I asked last year, I was like, should I do it? And she's like, no, because you're only 41. I'm 42 now, but she told me, don't worry about it until you're 45, or if you're having any sort of health issues, and I don't have any health issues, she told me to just wait on it. That's what the weather was like here in May. May was the hot month here.
No. Keep your feet on the ground.
All right, quick bio. That was kind of funny. Little Frodo wanted to give me a little nose peck. Cute cats. Cute kids, folks. Glad I don't live in that city. I'm in Texas a lot for work, though, and that's insane. 3,000 head of cattle in Kansas dropping dead to the heat. Things aren't looking better. Grand scheme, we lose about half a million. Yeah. What was I gonna say? Oh, heat. I hate the heat. I do not like the heat at all. Hate the heat. But where we bought our house is for those of you who don't know, we bought this house in October. It's out by where my wife's family lives. So Christina's family is very close here. They're the next town over, which if you drive over there, it's about 15 minutes. Otherwise, public transportation is about 30 minutes. But her mom had this place. She had offered it to us like 4 or 5 years ago. We weren't in a place where we were thinking about buying a place 4 or 5 years ago. Then October rolled around, and we had literally been sitting there talking with my brother about 2022. We were going to go up to the US, buy a van with my brother as a half investor on it, buy a van, fix it up, do the whole van life thing for like 3 months on a road trip from New Mexico, Colorado, Wyoming, up through the Rockies, document the whole process through our old travel blog brand, film it, videography, drone photography, all the good things. Then after the road trip, turn around and sell the van and try to make, about $15,000 off of it. That was the original plan. Well, then during the course of 2021, the cost of used vans went through the roof because everyone decided that they fuck the city, COVID, we're going to all do van life. And so everybody started buying up vans, and the cost of vans went up so high that we were only going to be able to make $3,000 to $5,000 off of that venture. So then we were kind of like, well, that doesn't make a lot of sense to put in 6 months of work if we're only going to make $3,000 to $5,000. Um, so then October rolled around, and her mom literally called Chris and was like, hey, again, this house is here. Do you want it? Because if you don't want it, I'm going to offer it to a family friend and let them buy it. And so it was a very quick, are we going to buy it or not? And we said, well, if we can't buy the van because it's not the right time to do that, because you know, let's just buy the house. So we bought the house. It's not a place that I would prefer to live. It's in the middle of nowhere. It's 30,000 people. It's a very small town. I have cable internet, which can be crappy sometimes, but it works. Everybody can see. I mean, it works. It's good enough to, make a living at and do things online. But we are in the middle of nowhere in the countryside. There is nothing here. Like there's no chains. There's no Subway. There's no Walmart. There's nothing. Like we are in the middle of nowhere. Um, and it's hot. Like I do not like the heat. I sweat like a mother. I like it 75, 80 degrees max, which is why I loved Mexico City apart from the earthquakes, because it's like 75, 80 degrees year round. The smog sucked and the earthquakes sucked, but other than that, I like Mexico City a lot because it's up at altitude, nice temperature year round. If I get the option, here in a couple years, whenever we get this place fully functional, we've been talking about buying in Puerto Vallarta for our next place because that's a nice temperature. It does get hot, but you're on the beach, you get the coach. I like Puerto Vallarta a lot. We did Cancun for 8 years. Cancun, I'm not a big fan of Cancun. It's just, it is what it is. 8 years there was not bad. Anyway, long story short, I don't like the heat. It's not ideal, but we got this place for a song and dance. Like, we literally paid next to nothing for this place. So, um, I can't say how much we paid for it because Chris doesn't like me to talk about that live, but it was very, very low, like the lowest five-figure number you can come up with, um, cash. So paid for in full, no mortgage, no rent. Our bills are like $450, $500 a month, so I have nothing to complain about. I will literally, and I sit here in the air-conditioned office, so it might be, right now it's 95 degrees every single day outside, but I keep it 75 degrees here in the office. And yes, my electric bill takes up about 25% of my monthly expenses because I do run the AC 24/7. Maybe not 25%, but it's like 20% of 20. I think it's around 20% of our monthly bill is no, it is. It's depending on the transfer rate, but it's 20 to 25% of our monthly bill is the air conditioner. But that's because I sit in here 24/7. I sleep in here. I work in here. I don't leave this office other than to eat, go to the grocery store, help Chris with chores, go out in the backyard, do some yard work, work on house projects. But I don't like the heat either. So, but sometimes in life, You do what you got to do, ladies and gentlemen. And for the amount of money that I had to pay for this place, I am not going to complain about a little bit of heat. Because this allows us to be... yes, we have actually, Crinkled. We actually have... And the interesting thing about where this place is, so Mexico has a federal commission for electricity. In the United States, it's all privatized, right? But here, it's a federal commission for electricity, and they actually have some really cool schemes. Not schemes in a bad way, schemes as in programs. They have some really good programs where if you have solar, they will buy your excess solar from you. You can set up solar panels and just sell it straight to the commission. Like they're actually on board for solar energy here. And if we want to go solar, the way it works here is that if I want to go solar, I can do it through the commission and not through them, but what you do is you get a licensed professional who's got the licensing with the commission. They'll install a special meter on your house. They'll install your panels and get you all set up with your transformers and all that stuff. And then what you'll do is the way they have it is that you'll run your house off of solar first and only tap into the commission's electricity when and if you're not generating enough from your solar, and they'll only charge you for what you use. So that's one of the programs. The other program is you can sell your excess to them if you just, and then the third one is you just sell it directly to them. So we have actually talked about solar because where we live is like 300 days of sun a year, if not more. I will on the other channel, Druga. I mean, maybe I could just do a Q&A here. I don't know. I've been trying not to screw up the algorithm by having non... Here's the thing. I can do it when I'm gaming. Do the Q&As because Google doesn't know that I'm... They just know that I'm playing a game. And so my channel gets flagged for being a gaming channel, which is what I want. The homesteading stuff I need to do on the other channel because that's... I want that channel to be about that. So that is coming. I think in August is when I'm going to start to do videos and stuff for that other channel. But it will cost between $2,500 and $5,000 to get a solar setup for the house, for the size of the house that we have, because the roof, where we live, it's a flat roof, so there's not peaked roofs here where we live. So it's a flat. This is a concrete bunker, is what it looks like. If I showed people a picture of what it looks like from the outside, it's a rectangular concrete bunker, and it's flat on top. So I have an entire rooftop that is perfect for solar panels, and there's no trees on the east and south sides of the house. There are trees on the west side, but I get the full morning sun and all the afternoon sun up until about 5 or 6 o'clock. And because we get 300, it's like 330 days of sun a year. I think really it's the month of June is the rainy month. And then it rains once a week after that. So it's only 1 month of the year, but when that month, the month of June is like when it rains, it rains. Like it was full on torrential downpours for like 3 weeks straight. So there is a period of time in June when you're not going to get any sun. But apart from that, I get sun all the time. So solar would be perfect for here. And we have looked it up. It does. It's a hot box in here. That's what I said. Like the sun in the afternoon, this little office, because I'm a west-facing office, thankfully there's another wall on the side of mine that's the neighbor's property, and there's a tree right over in that direction. But by the time the sun gets around 4:30 in the afternoon on this side of the house, my office is in the corner that is like northwest facing. So every day during the month of May, this office turned into this freaking oven from like 4 in the afternoon till about 8 o'clock at night, and the air conditioner could barely keep up with it. Like I was still sweating a little bit the whole month of June. And the reality is the whole house needs to be doesn't have, it's just block. Like it needs to be painted, it needs to be solar insulated, it needs to have a lot of work done to it, which is why there's that ongoing remodelation process that I'm going to be covering on the other channel, because it's going to be 2 years probably for us to completely do all the things that need to be done to modernize this place and get us to where it needs to be. All right, looks like I'm going to be running west. strange how those things are no longer on my... They were on my tracker earlier, the Screecher Spirits. How do I re-trigger? Here, I'll put it in the... I'll link it. It's where Chris and I used to run our travel blog out of for years and years and years, and we just never did anything with it above and beyond our personal stuff. Yeah, that'd be fine, Chris. Thank you. Actually, I'll come out and eat. I'll come out because they're gonna wake up and that baby's gonna be crazy. I dropped it down in the channel, Drugo. We haven't done anything there in years and years because we retired everything at the end of 2017. We finished up our last contract in Ireland. I completed all my projects for our Irish clients, and then we've just retired it. But we used to do a lot of Mexico content and everything else, so we're gonna bring it back. We did a video about 2 months ago talking about we bought a place in Mexico, and that's where we're gonna be doing all of our homesteading / home remodeling stuff, because it's mostly gonna be about, was it like, because Chris is Mexican, I'm American. I have permanent residency down here. We split our time between the U.S. and Mexico. But what is it like buying a place down here? Pros and cons, all that kind of stuff. What's up, Salmon Fire? All right. My breakfast has been prepared, so I need to step out for a minute. This is probably a good place to do it so I don't die a horrible death. Screecher Spirits, it says collect Screechers in Fraus, and I swear they were showing up here on the map over here earlier, and for some reason they're not showing up on the map now. We'll make that run in a minute. I am going to duck out and eat my breakfast real quick, so I will be right back, everybody. Shouldn't take me too long. I shouldn't die. If you go back far enough, Druga, you'll find videos all the way back from. I think I bought my first camera and started YouTubing in like 2010. I think. It's funny because that channel doesn't have big numbers, but I made a lot of money through that channel because I was doing YouTube way back in the day, and it was never about numbers. It was you were getting lots of traffic on the videos without necessarily getting lots of subscribers. The big thing was making sales on your websites, doing affiliate sales, book sales. So I used to have a blog. I had a blog for many years, and the blog was where all of the traffic was happening, not the YouTube channel. What's up, Remy? Meowing ASMR. Yeah, so they were asleep. I went out to have my breakfast. The other four kittens woke up, saw me eating, and immediately started crying and going crazy, which woke these two up. Yeah, correct. If you watch the Marginal Boundaries YouTube channel, you'll see me go from no hair and no beard to having long hair to then starting to grow a beard to then nothing, because you don't actually see me cut my hair off on those videos. But then after anyway, somewhere in between there, I cut my hair off, but then I grew the beard. And the funny thing is about those videos, that was all like my viewpoints have changed a lot too. But that channel started off as like I was single, coming out of a bad relationship, or a relationship that ended badly. It wasn't a bad relationship. I had been living in Bulgaria, and the relationship ended badly. And I cut my hair off and moved to Mexico. Like that was literally my therapy, was cut my hair off, went to Cancun so I could learn Spanish and just and I had, before I met Chris, I you know, let's just say I was a if you've ever seen Andrew Tate, if you don't know who Andrew Tate is, I was Andrew Tate for perhaps a year, in terms of living on the beach, being a white American, and I played the writer. I'm a mysterious writer here working on projects and being a travel writer and everything else. I played that card and I had a lot of fun for a while before I met Chris, and that settled me down. I can't talk about the type of fun I had. Let's just say I had lots and lots of fun, and that um, um, there were lots of girls involved. My ex partner was from Bulgaria, and the when 9/11 happened, we had a big, economic crisis in the United States. I had a third generation ceramic tile and natural stone company for many years, and it was successful. I had 2 employees, did pretty well. And 2007, the industry just went to shit, and there was no work. I went from making $100,000 a year to barely making $30,000. And I saw the writing on the wall, so I sold all my tools, sold my truck, shut down the construction company. My ex had an apartment in Sofia, Bulgaria, and so we just went to Bulgaria, and that's when I started my career as a writer. That's actually where I wrote the first short story in the Saga of Leucemia world and sold it, and that's when I became a full-time writer, was when I was living in Bulgaria. That's the short version of that. What level are the... where was that question at? Crinkled asked, what level are the peeps in Vanguard? Man, I think there's people all over the map in terms of levels. I know our characters are like, I should be traveling while I'm talking. Our characters, I think, are like on the island still, so I think they're only like level 7 or 8 or something. But there's all sorts of people in all types of levels. And I lived in Bulgaria for several years, about 2.5 years, almost 3, but I traveled there a lot during the early 2000s before I moved there. Then I came to Cancun in mid 2010. Was a crazy boy for about 8 months or so. Then I met Chris, started getting serious. Went to Colombia for a few months, worked there in mid 2011. Came back to Mexico and got my permanent residency, and pretty much have made this my primary home for quite a while. In recent years, though, since 2017, I've been spending about half my time up in the U.S., which, for residency purposes, the U.S. considers you a U.S. resident if you spend X amount of days in the U.S. So even though my primary address might be, oh my God, PvP. Oh my God, that might not have been a smart choice. I'm gonna die. Crap. Did not know there were I wasn't paying attention. I don't know Feralis. Oh, I'm gonna have to go back and get my corpse. This is not a good place to be, apparently. Camp Mohajé. Apparently I was running right down the path into a horde village. Does this bridge go right through a horde camp? Look at that. There's a mailbox there. It does. How am I going to get across that? Or am I going to get across that? Can I not get across that? Can I go up north? This will be interesting. Oh, I don't want to resurrect here. I want to go up on the hill if I can. Yeah, I found the horde camp, Crinkled. Oh my goodness. Lucas, are you wanting to go out, buddy? He says he wants to go out, but the moment I open the door and he sees my niece there, he's gonna be like, "No, I don't want to go out." Here, I'm gonna go force him outside. Come here. Come on. Say hi to the screen. Say hi to everybody. We're going outside. Don't be a baby. Stop being a baby. Alright. I've never played a caster really until this game, and I have loved every second of the mage. This is a hell of a lot of good fun. Please tell me I can res up here, up on the cliff. Yes! Okay. Hey guys, I found a horde camp down there. Alright, let's run around the horde camp. Well, let me know when you need an invite, Trips. Just send me a tell online. I'm on errand deal at the moment. By the way, this zone is beautiful. May have to come here and do some questing. These quests look like mid to late 40s. But I know I at least have this Screecher quest, and I swear Questy was showing me the updates over here earlier along the coast, like around this meeting stone for Dire Maul. And now suddenly they're not there. And even the quest says, capture the spirits of 3 Screechers in Feralis and return to what's her name. Alright, there is a path here. Do I need to be up top? No, it looks like there's a path down over here to get through the mountains, but I don't know where exactly it is. You know, I'm enjoying my Hunter Remy, but if I hadn't committed to that group If I hadn't committed my hunter to being in that static group, I would totally switch the mage to be in that static group. But I'm glad I didn't at the same time, because this allows me to play my mage every day, and I can only play that hunter once a week. But at some point, once the pre-patch hits, I will be switching over to Death Knight, and the Death Knight will probably take my hunter's position in instead of the mage. Sorry, I need to rephrase that. At some point, when the Death Knight launches, that'll become like my #1, and then the mage will become like my secondary alt. But until then, I'm going to see if I can't get the mage to 70 before Wrath hits. Because now that we got the leak yesterday that it's coming in late September, I feel confident that I've got plenty of time to get this character to 70 at least. Alright, supposedly... Let me go look this quest up, Screecher Spirits, because it's not tracking properly with Questy right now. And I could swear they were on the map a little while ago. What's it called? Screecher Spirits. They're all over the coastline, north and south of the docks. Yeah, I totally saw those on the map earlier, and now they don't show up. How can I reload Questy? Control left click. I didn't do it. Whatevs. Yeah, visually it's very beautiful. I like this. I like this. I do vaguely remember when Classic launched. I remember doing quests out on these islands. I remember there being a quest chain over there for like a temple or something. Man, that breakfast was amazing, everybody. I had, so yesterday Chris fired up the wood fire outside and grilled up a bunch of pork chops with adobado, which is like achiote spice. Oh my god, like they were good yesterday, and then she made tacos with the beans that she made the other day this morning. Those tacos were pretty righteous, dude. Pretty righteous tacos, bro. I just need 3 Screecher Spirits. Someone said north and south of the docks, so we're gonna run up in north and south. Yeah, the Screechers, bro. Oh, I see a Screecher. Says I need to use it on their corpse. Wait, maybe I should not have looted it. Woot. And then you collect it. Okay. There's that one done. Alright, one more. My phones are beeping at me. No. Oh, that was my phone updating me. Amber Heard officially files an appeal, despite the fact that she lost her bid to get the court case thrown out. That is a man, excuse me, that is a woman on a mission of revenge is what that is. I don't think it has anything to do with anything at this point other than her just feeling like, I'm not wrong. I don't care what the legal system says. I'm going to have my revenge. Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned or spurned. Either or. Remy says, go to where Dire Mall is. Yeah, see, that's where I remember seeing it on the map earlier, but for some reason they weren't showing up on my map all of a sudden. Like, I need to relog the game because I need to update Questy, but I keep being lazy about that. Are you on World of Warcraft Classic or the Burning Crusade Classic, Trips? Because there is a difference. We are on the Burning Crusade Classic version of Peggle. Yep, and that goes away soon, as I understand. Like once Wrath of the Lich King here, the Burning Crusade versions automatically convert over to Wrath of the Lich King versions. Sorry for if there was any confusion there. I can't tag my... they did have a tag up until about 2 weeks ago. You were able to tag your streams as the Burning Crusade Classic, and then YouTube got rid of that tag, so we can only tag our games as World of Warcraft Classic. So technically it's WoW Classic, but super technically it is the Burning Crusade Classic. So, that, yeah. Matter of fact, let me look up the word scorn, because I'm remembering it having a different meaning. To reject in a contemptuous way. If I was treated the way he was treated, I would have left too. I'm definitely Team Johnny Depp, ladies and gentlemen. I understand the Me Too movement, but I don't just believe... This may sound bad, but I'm not in the camp of just believing someone because they're of the female persuasion. Like, automatically assume... Bill Burr has an amazing bit on people who are just automatically, like, you know, in favor of the woman's side. I understand that there have been horrible atrocities committed, and I don't want to make light of that at all, but until the facts are known from both sides, you can't make judgment calls. And there were so many people who were like, oh, she said it, therefore it must be true. And it's like, no, you need to wait and see. And then we did wait and see, and the facts bore out a different reality than what she had claimed. And the legal process in the U.S. is such that, you know, she tried to get it thrown out, and the judge literally came back and said, the premise that you're presenting to get this thrown out is ridiculous because none of that is true. No, I'm not going to throw the judgment out. And now she filed an official appeal, which is ironic because her legal team said she doesn't have the money to pay, but yet she has to post that amount as a guarantee during the appeal process. So if she didn't have the money to pay, how does she have the money to appeal? I probably shouldn't go deep down that rabbit hole because I might offend people on my channel. So we already had a little bit of the offensiveness going on yesterday with the death mechanic conversation happening on Warcraft or Pantheon. So maybe today we'll keep it a little more lighthearted. What's up,
Food for
Madros?
thought.
Yeah, food for thought.
Here's my food for thought of the day. If someone is invested with whether time or money into something, can they be objective about that thing?
Very good point. That is good food for thought, ladies and gentlemen. If you are invested with time or money, can you actually be objective? Very good thought of the day. What am I doing here? Oh, I was grabbing the flight path. That's what I was doing.
Yeah, that's out there. That flight path that's there.
Yeah. I mean,
You
it
know,
looks...
unless the boat is there when if it's actually just as fast to swim
Oh, I hadn't
unless
thought
the
about
boat's
that.
there.
Yeah, I sat and waited for the boat.
Unless you can see the boat coming, it's just as quick to swim or quicker. Much quicker if you're a druid. I have to take the long way because I don't have the flight point.
I had to run it earlier, but it was easier for me because I was just shooting the shit and then ran right into the horde camp while I was shooting the shit because didn't know there
Oh,
was a horde camp on the road. So that
yeah,
was...
it's literally right on the road.
I was just following the path, chatting to people on YouTube, reading YouTube chat, and then I look up and I'm getting chased by two horde guides, and I was like, "What happened?" And then I'm dead, and I was like, "Oh, those are high-level skull mobs that are gonna wreck me." And then I realized, oh, there's an alchemy dude and a mailbox. This must be a horde camp. Oops.
Did you get your screechers?
Yes, I'm just hanging out at the flight path until you get done, and then we can fly back. I did also get. I think the only other thing I've done this morning is I turned in Stranglethorn, and I got the there was like a water thingy collection thing. We had to go run to like a little pool of water on the western side of Teneris and click on the
Oh, yep.
thing in your inventory, and it summons some mobs. I did that one, but that's the only one I've done this morning. You might be more informed, Remy, but I think that the food for thought component was, can you be objective? Um, I don't necessarily, just personal opinion. I don't know that being more informed allows someone to be more or less objective about it. But being more informed is that's a good component. If a person is rational, analytical adult, then which I think most people are, like probably 90% of humanity. Um, unless I'm being stupid with my analysis there, could be way lower. But I think most people are capable of discerning fact from fiction. But I also know that gaming is a touchy subject where the it's hard not to be offensive with the statement that I made yesterday, where if you can compare f- game fanboyisms to religions, it's a belief factor, and belief transcends facts sometimes. And that's when I wonder about the objectivity. That's all good food for thought. All I know is I better not die tonight in P99, because it's gonna really make me rant. It's really gonna make me rant against death mechanics of that type. Sorry, Pantheon.
There's a lot more of these along the coast, if I remember.
That's where I found mine. I ran down to the docks, headed north, excuse me, and immediately found mobs.
Good day to you.
Yeah, I'm right outside Dire Mall.
See, Questy bugged out for me because when I first checked it this morning, it was showing me mobs up in that area, and then when I actually got here, I didn't see any in that area, so I just ran to the docks. Like, I didn't see any on my map, so I
See you
didn't actually
later.
know if that's where they were. And wow, what is it? Wowhead, I think, is the website I looked at. The first comment was like, just go north or south of the docks. Excuse me.
There's a lot of hungry bears around here. Oh, I see my third one here.
I saw that yesterday, Druga, or 2 days ago. They made the announcement that they're doing something called, is it Soulframe? Yeah, Soulframe. He just dropped it in YouTube. They're doing a fan, which it's interesting, but I'll tell you what. I tried to play Warframe. I just couldn't get into it. Like the story was okay, and I found aspects of the customizable armor shell that you put yourself into. Some of that was kind of interesting, but I just, for some reason, the gameplay didn't grab me. But I know it has a big audience, and they are a very good case study of an independent team that has done amazing things. So, really cool to see what they can make happen with a fantasy-based game.
Ishnu Dal Dieb.
Kind of going back to the can you be objective? I do know that I was a pretty hardcore fanboy during the Vanguard days, and if I, as a 42-year-old adult, could have a conversation with the 24-year-old adult who was in the Vanguard Alpha, I think I would have a hard time actually having a conversation with that person because I know what I was like during that time, and I was very much a fanboy. And if you said anything bad about Vanguard, I would come down on you because I was in there. I was rubbing shoulders with all the people. I was very much in the camp of don't you dare say nothing bad about my favorite game. That's not proof positive, by the way. That's just more food for thought. I also would completely disagree with myself on politics from 20 years ago as well. And if you go back further than that, I would disagree with myself on religious items as well. People change. Repetitive at points, that's a good way to describe Warframe. Yeah. Kind of like with Destiny. Like, I love Destiny. I think it's a great game. Story is really amazing, but that gameplay is just too frickin' repetitive to ever keep me going for more than a few months at a time. I'm surprised that I'll put up with it in an MMO, but I think it's the social component. Whereas I don't really ever play Destiny with other people.
Oh, I see the boat.
I just left the docks. Well, if you're on your way here, about ready to hit this, I'm gonna fly back.
The loon be with you.
Sure.
You
Yeah.
got your updates. We're going straight. Wait, are we going
Till
all the way
next
back
we
to
meet.
Steam Weedle Port? That was to the east, wasn't it? Yeah, that was the coastal town.
Hello.
Hang on. Can you not fly there from here?
You can't fly to Steamweedle, but you can to Gadget.
Oh, I wasn't looking far enough south.
Be careful.
That did work. Trips. Welcome aboard. Sorry for the clearing of the throat. There you go. Got you in the guild. You are not late, Piano. I just started streaming like an hour ago. Hour and a half ago.
Did you just want to run quests? Do you want to try to do Zul'Farrak, or what were you looking to do?
Can we get people for Zul'Farrak? Can we do that with guildies? Do we need a pickup? How do we do that?
Well, either or, I guess. I mean, we could put ourselves in the looking for group tool, and then what I usually do is join the looking for group channel. I have a little macro set up that'll, I just change it for whatever dungeon I'm running.
Well, I'm gonna promote you to leader and let you handle that, because you know way more about that than I do.
But if we have guildies that want to run it too, absolutely.
So that's a call out for anybody who's in chat. Let me put this in Discord too. What is this dungeon called? It is. I don't think I have any. Zul'Farrak. What was that? That was like a weird music note.
Yep, I put us in the looking for more.
I actually think I have a mage quest there. Tiara of the Deep. And 3 other quests. Alright, Trips. Enjoy the day. Thanks for hanging out.
First person, a tank. Can you
Nice.
imagine that?
Is Zul'Farrak off of Tanaris?
Yes. Yep.
Cool.
Yeah, we'll want to grab. There's going to be a quest in Shimmering Flats for Carrot on the Stick we can get to.
I don't see it. I have Whizzle Brassbolt's a quest for Gazrilla. That's the only quest I see.
That's the one.
Okay.
Yep, that's
So we'll want to run up and grab it then.
Yeah.
Okay.
As long as we get somebody that has the mallet. So this was a interesting little mechanic they put in where in the hinterlands there's troll ruins up there, and Zul'Farrak is a troll ruins. And when you're fighting the trolls up there, at the top of one of their temples, there's a priest that drops a mallet. You have to take that mallet and go to their, they have a small city there called Idhradlor. You have to take it all the way up to the top, so you have to fight your way all the way up there unless you can stealth. And you have to take it to an altar, and use the mallet there, it turns it into the sacred mallet. That sacred mallet is then used to hit a gong in the Zul'Farrak dungeon to summon
Oh, I vaguely
a
remember
three-headed
this.
Hydra.
In like the water, right? It's like in a pool
Yep.
or something. I vaguely remember that, yeah. When you started talking about the pyramids that you have to clear up through and two, because I think there's a bunch of spiders around it, and then you get in there, and then there's trolls and stuff. I vaguely do remember doing all that. Alright, go turn in these quests.
What's up? Keep it real.
Oh, so that's that meeting stone over there. Okay. Sometime later, he arrived at the docks to turn in the quest after miles and miles and miles of riding across the open desert where no one talked and no one did anything. There were no quest givers, there was only sand.
Hello, man.
Hello, man, let's turn in the quest, man. You've done well out in there. Perhaps now it's time to reveal more. That ancient prophecy among trolls, dead god Haka.
See ya later.
Ooh, that quest turned into another Zul'Farrak quest.
Yep.
Alright, so I need to go run up to 1,000 needles, it looks like. There'll be lots of running around this morning, man. What's up, Goose and a Pulse from Brazil? Love WoW Classic. I am enjoying it. I am enjoying it quite a bit. Really looking forward to getting into the Burning Crusade content because I've never done it before. And of course, leading up to Wrath of the Lich King, which I have never done as well. Do they have a like? Do the servers have Discord channels? Do you know?
Oh,
Like for the communities?
I do not know.
I was just thinking about that because I know with like P99 you can there's a Discord, there's the Discord and you can go to the looking for group channel and find people that way too. I didn't know if there was one for the server or not. I doubt if there is, it's probably not official though, because I don't think Blizzard would put the effort into policing that. Druga said the 52 probably will disagree with you right now. On which one? I must have missed that somewhere, Druga. I don't even remember what we were talking about. Oh, something I haven't checked.
Pleased to meet you. Alrighty then.
That happens a lot.
It does. Alright, I got this quest now so I can run back. Oh.
Wow.
42.
Lots
I'm
of
42,
rogues
not
looking for
52.
Zul'Farrak. And they're the tank was the first one to hit me up, and then it's been 3 rogues right in a row.
Ah.
Need DPS, need DPS. Well, you have the mallet? Well, then we can wait.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because realistically, there's DPS warriors and warlocks looking for group and pallies.
I think most of our people are evening players. Oh, I just reread what you said, Druga. The 52-year-old Renfell would probably disagree with the 42-year-old Renfell. Absolutely.
Transaction groups is still kind of ridiculous.
Do they not have measures in place for that kind of stuff?
No. So they're relying on people in the community to report them because it is against the terms of service to use looking for group channel for boosting, for GDKP runs, which
God,
is
I see
like
that all the time though.
Yeah. You can use trade channel for those transaction type things like carries for gold, boosts for gold, GDKPs, trash farms where it's still gold. Any of those transactions have to go in trade. If they use looking for group, then it's against terms of service. And it's still going on. Like you'll see looking for buyer Shadow Labs runs. And then they try to get around it by, instead of saying like a boost, they'll, it's a level 70 that's saying stock groups run quick runs, send tell for info.
That's how they get around that, yeah. Yeah, my brain's a little slow, Druga. I kind of was like, wait, what? And now I understand what you're saying. Because yes, I guarantee you in 5 years, I'll disagree with myself on some subjects. It's one of the best parts of being a logic-based adult is that my brain and my belief systems change based on data. So as I get new data, the equations change and I get new outputs. Terrence McKenna had a really good talk about, culture is your programming system, and you can You can do that. You can reformat your hard drive. Like you can reformat this
Need to
brain
change my
if you're willing
macro
to do
again.
it. All right, I'm gonna attempt to take a bio here in the middle of the desert where I may get eaten alive while I go, but I'll be right back.
Maybe we should just go get the mallet.
I guess what? Just run quests maybe unless people are around.
Yeah, that's we definitely do that till we get the group full. I mean, the other thing we could do is just go up and get the mallet ourselves. I mean, the quest gives good experience, and then it gives like the 3% mount speed trinket. So realistically, we could skip it.
Gotcha.
While you're AFK, I got tells from 3 mages looking to go in there. I had the same stipulation as the rogues. Do you have the mallet? Nope. Okay.
Like a good Android, like a good Android, my response is variant input provided. That's funny. Druga says, personally, I hope that the older me will look back and say, yes, I took the right decisions. Yeah, I don't know. I think that every decision you make is the right decision. Because one way or the other, you're going to learn from it. Well, if we run it, I'll stick around longer than that. If we don't, I'll probably just do about an hour. I don't know how long it takes to run that place. But,
About an hour.
come what I figured. Thank you for reminding me that I had muted myself because I was chewing on a hard candy, everybody. Yes, Athens can be a little dry, and it does look a little bit like Arrakis and Tanaris. But I literally had muted myself because I was chewing on those caramel candies, and it was like crunch, 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 crunch. And then I forgot. Thank you. I have not been to Athens for years. I think the last time I was there was 2009? And we were just passing through on our way to Rome. We took a tour bus. We rented a tour bus when I was living in Bulgaria, and we drove from Sofia down to Greece, and then went to the edge and took a ferry across to Italy, and then we spent 2 weeks doing a road trip in Italy because the family that I was involved with at the time, they were Orthodox, and they were going to all the major churches in Italy to get like this stamp for each church, and it was like a document that they get from the church, which says you've made the pilgrimage. Basically, you've done this big pilgrimage. You went to these 20 churches or whatever it was, and then they got back home and got their stamps and got their certificate and everything else. So it's very interesting. I just went along for the I was along for the ride.
So I got us an interesting deal here. You'll see who just joined the group. So I was talking with this priest, and he's like, well, if you're after the quest, and as long as I can join you on my Shadow Priest here, I'll just run you through on my Paladin. I was like, okay. So we have a 70 Pally that's basically going to boost us through.
All right, that's fair. On my way north. What spec was Greylock? I didn't even notice earlier. Feral Kitty.
Feral Cat.
Yeah, I was tabbed out, not paying attention.
Yeah, knowing that we'll do this place on our mains.
Yeah, I'm fine getting a
as it's
easy run. It's not boosted if it wasn't advertised as a boost, ladies and gentlemen.
No, it definitely wasn't that way. I basically was asking him his spec, and he said Shadow, and I said, oh man, I said, we're looking for a tank and a healer, as per usual. And that's when he said, well, if you're after the quest, group this priest, and I'll come on my other account with my Paladin.
Can I get past all these mobs? May have to fight a couple.
I'm right here, so I just bring them.
And we can summon Greylock. Oh, I just need to click your portal, that's right.
Oh, and they're already here too. Nice.
Nice.
Outstanding.
Did the priest just LD or what happened there? Or he's dropping the priest, I don't know.
Priest zoned in.
Oh, it looked like they went LD or something.
Oh, it's possible.
Oh, he's 3-boxing because he's also got a mage here.
Oh, yeah, he might have logged his mage in.
Oh, for water probably. Something like that. We'll see. Yeah, I bet he's doing
Probably give him water to his Paladin. We know how Pallies like to drink.
Give me the juice. Give me the juice. You can stay mounted in this place?
Yep, this is an outside instance. So any abilities like druids can use their travel form in here, which is primarily they can only use it outdoors. So it's like this is an outdoor zone. Yeah, I'm gonna grab a bio right after this. Smart. I think he put his priest on follow on you.
Nice.
Okay, real quick, be right back.
Yep. So you live in Athens, Fortnite? Why did my quests suddenly disappear off my tracker? There they go.
Yeah, it's questy.
Where is he going? Is he going to bring them back here?
Yeah, group them all up probably. Yep.
Don't we need the beetles for something? We do.
Yeah, the scarab shells.
This sand is so bright that is really annoying.
Yeah, it is bright.
I feel like I need to be Dr. Disrespect to put some sunglasses on.
Gamma down, gamma down. Help! My ass!
Yeah. I don't think I've ever seen anything this bright before.
These groups, though, that he's grouping up, that's got to be satisfying with your blizzard.
Yeah, just nuking everything to toast and back.
That's a smart way to do it.
What's who what now?
While he's drinking on the paladin, he runs his priest around and loots.
That works.
I think Gray and I are spending most of our time running around taking out the totems.
Mm-hmm. What just happened? Somebody
Oh,
frogged
you
me.
got hexed. Yeah, you got hexed.
Wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, later they actually give that ability to Shaman. It's kind of like their version of sheep.
Nice. Oh, my goodness, that's a lot of beetles. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of beetles.
Oh yeah. We'll get everything we need in here.
Why did you do that to me? I did never touch you, Mr. Sea Fury, Shadow Fury dude. Even has the same icon as the sheep ability. That's kind of cool. Oh my god. There's so many numbers my UI is like freaking out.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I better get some quest updates out of all of this. Where did the tablet come from? The named?
Yeah.
Did I get it? Yes, I did. Somewhere in there. Alright, I think I have now gotten all my shells. Now it's just lots of troll tempers. And the other half of that Mosh Aru tablet. Oh, there's a name back in here. I remember this. It's like a named gargantuan creature. we survived. See ya, Druga. Thanks for coming and hanging out for a bit this morning. Appreciate it. I should not blink around like that since his priest is on follow. Does he want us to go up here or something, I'm assuming, while he does something?
Yeah. Yeah, so you see all those mounds?
Uh-huh.
So he's going to go around and loot them, and some of them will spawn zombie trolls. So there's probably like 30
Okay.
mounds. So he'll just loot them all and then bring them, the whole group over here.
And we hide here because why? We'll pull aggro?
Yeah.
Line of sight? Okay.
Yeah, this is one of the areas that before they made like the AoE changes, this is a good place to come to level your paladin. You just open all those up, and you can actually jump up and get on top of this wall, and then you can just kite them around
Oh my
up
god,
there.
that's a lot of mobs. Sorry, I got sidetracked. That's a shitload.
Oh yeah.
The wall we're standing on?
No, up above us. You can get up there actually.
Alright, he said okay. Oh my god! That is just awesome! Like all the damage. I see what you mean though, it reduces the damage down.
Yeah.
Now it's doing 115 per, 116 per. Okay, that's very interesting how that works.
Ooh. How's that an upgrade? Oh, because of the strength.
Picked up something that's a quest starter. I think I've looted all I can. I still only have 7 of 20 tempers.
Yeah, there's still plenty more.
Okay.
Excellent.
What's in the graves? Oh. Probably nothing worthwhile.
Some of them have mage weave.
Oh. Is it individual for everybody or just they're all
Individual.
Oh, so everybody can loot all of them.
No. Like as soon as you loot it, that's it.
Okay.
But the loot that you get is individual to you.
Okay.
Only the money is shared.
Gotcha.
hands consume you.
What? He just cast at me. Anything we need in here, or was that for something?
He just has a drop. Yeah, he has a chance of dropping loot.
Gotcha.
Yeah, we can do that beacon then too. That is, there's a gnome or goblin engineer in Booty Bay that sent out all these well, they're basically robot chickens. They were meant to like do surveys, and then he lost communications with them. There's one in Tenaris, one in Hinterlands, and one in Feralis. And you just escort them to a certain part of the zone, and then they take flight. They give good experience, and then if you do all of them, you get a final quest just to go back and talk to the guy.
Alright, this will
And that gives
scare
a
him.
boatload of experience.
Gotcha. That right there is why I don't miss corpse runs.
Yeah, the blood drinkers do like an AoE. It's like the blood animation. But it's like a direct damage, AoE damage thing they do.
Hmm.
And it gives them, it's like a life tap because it gives them health back. So the more people that are around and the more health they take, the more health they get back.
I'm just thinking back more and more to something you had said yesterday before the conversations got all heated about things, the respecting of your time, and I was just sitting here thinking about if we were on P99 and I had just died and we were pre-level 29, that's not a simple, oh, get back to the group. That's the whole group's going to have to stop. Someone may or may not have to leave the dungeon to come help me get back because I'll be naked and who knows how close I am. And again, those were design decisions that were made 30 years ago, right? Like before there were lots of other options. I keep coming back to your statement the other day, and it's like, yeah, I need games to respect my time.
Yeah, that doesn't mean they need to be easy.
No.
It's just those types of mechanics just They really don't have a place.
Executions begin.
I was just trying to imagine too, you know, you're playing Halo Infinite, right? Which can be very hardcore, depending on the difficulty settings. And I was just thinking of what would it be like if you're with a group of people. It's hardcore, fast-paced PvP action. Somebody dies, and suddenly you have to do a 15-minute corpse run. You're gonna lose out on all your progress, etc.
Yeah. Yep, exactly, Gray. They can make it hard without being punishing.
Oh my goodness! Do not run down there.
Yeah, yeah. They'll groups will come up here, and then eventually we'll get far enough along where these NPCs will start heading down, and we'll follow them. This is for the Divine Nomadic Rod quest.
Did he just? Oh, he did. Oh my god.
Oh yeah. Go down there in Blizzard, man.
Yeah, I'm doing it. Look at that. Oh, except I got a dude on me.
Oh. Back.
It's all good. Oh my god, that's so satisfying. Somebody did a fireball too.
Nope, that's the NPC Warlock doing Rain of Fire.
Oh. Oh shit, I may need to come back up. I was... What did I need for the Tiara of the Deep?
We haven't gotten there yet.
Okay. Find Vilratha. So is this like a ring event where you have to do it? It's timed, like they have their own set spawn timers.
They do have their own.
Oh
set
my
spawn
god, that's a
timers.
lot of. Ah! This is amazing. Not gonna lie, like this is pretty awesome having a level 70 just run around and drop a green circle. Drop the green circle. The UI is legitimately freaking out at all the mobs. It's like my numbers are like blinking in and out of existence, flickering all over the place. Oh, I'm feeling the nap hitting. Those yawns are coming. to get plenty of rest today because tomorrow is going to be a big day. Well, I will say Chris went and got me some energy drinks for tomorrow, which I didn't do last time, but she saw me getting... I faded pretty quick around by 1 p.m. when I did the 12-hour stream last week because I'm usually ready for a nap by like 11:30. And it was funny last week because I did that stream on Wednesday, I think it was, and Lucas, the male cat, got all sorts of upset because he's so used to coming in here and having a nap with me at like 11. He was crying on the bed, like looking at me like, dude, why are we not laying down? What's going on? Get your ass in bed. And he finally, it took him like an hour, and he finally went to sleep. Alright.
Don't worry, not too much longer.
Yeah, I remember we're getting close-ish. Well, he missed one of them.
This desert be mine. The Sand Fury reigns supreme. Feel the fury of the sand.
Oh my.
That was a pretty big upgrade.
Yeah, that's very nice.
It looks kind of goofy on a gnome, though. Wait till you see it.
Oh, that is ridiculous. It's like a full-on head on top of your head. Oh, man.
Yeah, on a human, it comes down and covers most of your face.
It just like sits on top of your head as a gnome.
Don't forget about ice block if you have to.
Ah! 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 I was literally moving my mouse to click it. I literally had moved for Frost Nova first, and then, yeah. One of these days I'll learn how to do that. Wonder why he lost aggro that time. Usually he's...
Probably because of this NPC that's here. So when he was pulling the mobs, they were like getting all squirrely around the NPC because the NPC would then pull some of the aggro.
Mm.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, he got sheeped and hexed and.
Mm.
Looks like I'll be able to complete all but the troll tempers.
No, we still got plenty of trolls.
Okay.
Just the Joel's. Let's try this one.
Yeah, there's like all the ones around here, and we can head this way to go out, and there's a bunch that way too. Wow, that's listed as 34% upgrade. I'll just read it.
Hang on, it says my inventory is full.
Yeah, mine too. I'm done with temper, so more and more should start to drop too.
Okay.
Actually, it looks like you're the only one.
Oh, well, then I will probably get, because I only need 7 more, so.
spider egg. Those sound effects, man. A card game? Oh yes, you're talking about Diplomacy.
Check it
Which
out.
is a really cool little system that is active and working. I don't know if it works
Check it
all
out,
the way
Nathan's stream
through,
real quick, so there'll be some
but
bleed
you
over in
can
the
definitely do
background.
Diplomacy on the emulator server right now, which is super cool. Alright, let's rest up a bit here. I might have to find somewhere to get some food or learn how to make it. I'm missing out by not doing it. Yeah, you want to get that flying mount, I believe. I like the card game, and speaking of the NPCs, yes, it's very cool, and it is working in the game. You can actually start on the Isle of Dawn and get your bearings back on how it works, etc.
Oh, you need
Right,
2 more?
More eggs. See if there's any more on this rock. That's where I would put an egg if I was a spider. What level is this guy? 11? Or no, 12? That bill beetle. Maybe by the time it gets to nighttime again, I can go back to that farm. Try again. What class is this? This is my paladin, Rimfell. What's up, Rimfell? Yeah, your tune talks in this game more than any other in the know. Ah, that's a good point. Never really thought about that, I don't think. Level 14, go train your healing spell. Oh, I do need to go train. Yeah, let me finish this quest and then let's go train.
I remembered Ice Block for a change.
Alright, get these eggs. How many more do we need? We need 5, right? No, we need 10. So we're halfway there.
That's that done.
There's another egg.
So the only one that should be left is the,
Electrified Scale.
yeah, which we'll need the mallet for that.
So that's a wrap then?
Don't like the
Yep.
font.
Yep,
Okay,
that'll be
that's
it. I'm just making sure he got everything on his priest here.
Yeah. Are we just running for the entrance?
I thought we were, yeah.
He got knocked off, so I'm gonna. I liked the show, Masters of Universe. I thought it was a good Netflix show. Pepe's saying the San Diego Comic-Con there's going to be like a new Masters of the Universe trailer, but he's not sure if it's for a series or a film. Because I know they just did the series with Kevin Smith, so if they're doing another series, is it going to be live action? Or if it's a film, that would be cool. Live action series would also be cool.
Time is money, friend. Hurry back.
Oh my god, that's huge chunks of XP for these dungeon quest turn-ins.
This one gave almost 2 gold.
Wow.
Time is money, friend. Have a good one.
Right, ding 48.
Nice.
Nice, I
Congrats.
get my level 48 spells today.
Time is money, friend. Glad I could help. Hurry back.
Looks like I got another turn-in over in Bay. And then I have Tabitha to turn into over in the... Oh, what is this one for? Prophecy of Mosharu. Ah, this one. Bring the distress bot to Oglethorpe's homing beacon. Did I miss that or something?
No, so that's a random drop off of any of the mobs that are both in Tanaris
Oh, I
or
see it. Way down.
Dolpharak.
Okay, it's way down south. Gotcha.
Yeah, and that's the one where you have to escort the mechanical chicken to its DMZ, so to speak, so
Alright.
it can fly off and go back to Oglethorpe and Booty Bay. And I was saying earlier, there's 3 of those. There's one in this zone, there's one in Hinterlands, and there's one in Feralis.
Gotcha.
And if you do all 3, then you get a quest to go talk to Oglethorpe. Well, I mean, you talk to him anyway, but yeah, they're worth pretty decent experience. They're a pain in the ass to solo, though.
Oh, the escort quest?
Yeah, because
Gotcha.
on top of them running through mobs, it also spawns groups of mobs while you're escorting.
Well, I'm not doing that now because my nap is calling. But that's good to know for the next time we play. Probably do that.
Yep. About nap time here, too.
It's for an ancient egg.
Yep, take the follow-up.
Which I need to find it first. But it looks like I can go from here to Theramore. Do you need a port to anywhere before I bolt out of here to Theramore?
Theramore. Yeah, I'll take the port there.
Alright.
Yeah, that ancient egg's in that Troll City area that you get the mallet. And then that, when you turn that in, that leads to quest inside Sunken Temple to summon the blood god Hakar.
Oh, thanks for coming, Greylock. Greyloak, sorry. Turn this last quest into Tabitha, and then I'm going to recall back to, or port back to Stormend and train.
Yep. I'm gonna log out here and grab lunch.
Alright.
Happy poo.
Catch you later, man. Tomorrow's a big
Alright,
day.
yep. Have a good one, absolutely.
Alright.
Excited.
See ya. Brian says you could maybe do a live Vanguard stream where you ask for Pantheon VIP donations and say I'll match each donation dollar for dollar up to $500 matched. And then I could maybe do it and download with you. I mean, yeah, we could do that maybe. I hesitate. Here's why I hesitate. The only reason I hesitate is because I'm about to, we're about to do a GoFundMe for the cats. And then we've also got a Kickstarter coming for the for our tabletop hardback stuff, and I don't want to over tax people and their generosity, if that makes sense. So the question, hey, what's up, Aaron? The question on that, Brian, would be, when do I do that? Because ideally, it would be nice to take advantage of the $750 one, the $750 tier they're about to open up. That way it's less than $1,000. In a perfect world, when they finally announce the next pre-alpha test, that would be the time to perhaps do it. Like, once we actually have a date, we could do it. If you're willing to do that, Brian, then we could definitely coordinate to do that. The wise wizard strokes his beard. More like the tired old man is what that is. It's my nap time, man. You're here at the tail end of a
Light be with you.
of a stream. This is gonna be, man, that's gonna be tricky to see which one's better.
Be careful.
Yeah, it's way better, this one. Okay. Are we done? Did we get everything? I think we can recall back to train. I did do a video, Aaron. I launched it at like 7:30 this morning, sir. So check it out, Aaron. I have I think it was like 7:30, 8 o'clock this morning. I dropped my video on the D&D trailer. Let me go pull a link real quick if I can find it. I'll drop you a link directly. I just dropped the link in YouTube chat for you. Hang on, I dropped the wrong link, I think. Hold up. No, did that work? For some reason that link didn't work. It's telling me no. That makes no sense. Let me know if that link worked, Aaron. It keeps taking me to the studio, and I don't know why it's taking me to a studio link. I'm confused. It didn't. And you're correct, Aaron. I did 3 videos this morning plus a live stream. So the notification system only pushes out 3 in a 24-hour period. People catch other stuff on their For You page. But I pushed out 3 uploaded videos plus a live stream this morning. So it's way more than the notification system's going to process. So one of those is going to get dropped and not a lot of people are going to watch it, but that's okay. I wanted to get them all out, and we'll see if the algorithm picks them up later. Bum, 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 bum. We're going to delete that comment because we're going to report it anyway. All right, what am I working on? I need to train.
What can I do for you?
And then we're going to wrap up.
Be careful.
All right, arcane missiles. Can I finally cast more than whatever I'm doing right now? Conjure mana citrine. Dampen magic rank 4. Fireball rank 9. Flame strike rank 5. That's it. All right. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, 5 p.m. Central, we'll be back for P99 night with the multi-stream team. So hopefully you'll be tuning in for that at 5 p.m. This morning I launched 3 videos, 2 Pantheon videos and a coverage of the D&D trailer. So check those out if you haven't already done so. Thanks to those of you who have been supporting the channel with super chats and memberships and all the other good things over the past few days. We're onwards and upwards towards our monthly goal, $750, my second month of YouTube. So if you're here during a live stream, don't forget you can always drop a super chat. Sometimes we get a lot, sometimes we don't get any. It is what it is. It's all good. Thanks to Anusa for joining today as a subscriber. Welcome aboard. Everybody else, stick around because later this afternoon we've got the P99 stream, and tomorrow is a 12-hour stream playing TLP Yellow with the launch of the XR and our XR supergroup, etc. So hopefully we'll see you tomorrow morning as well, all day tomorrow for 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. tomorrow. Until next time, stay safe, everybody. I'm out for a nap. Have a good day.